the station. We make fun of information. You wait. We hope you love news. News. We just love to give you the news.
Yes, we do. We love to give you the news, even if it's from a completely different point of view. Hey, happy Groundhog Day, everybody. I'm wearing my official Groundhog hat. Sure, it looks like a moose, but if I pin these back a little bit into like a man bun moose hat, now I got a groundhog. Anyhow, I don't know if you saw your shadow, but our other kidders did, I believe, from Indiana, where it's always sunny in the winter. The Aristotle of comedy, Mr. Tim Slagle.
Hey, and speaking of seeing the shadows, the Iowa caucuses were yesterday. Hillary won by 6 quarter tosses. And that reinforces Bernie's suggestion that we need to get money out of politics. And this is going unreported, but those were the same exact quarters that Hillary used to pick the cattle futures. So they're lucky points for her.
So does that mean she's going to kick off first or receive the ball?
Ask Bill. I don't think she's received it for a while.
There we go. Now we're up to it.
Well, it's funny you mentioned Bill, because, you know, we saw Hillary. She was up there waddling across the stage wearing something that looked like a bedspread from the Dubuque Motel 6, which not coincidentally was where Bill was conducting interviews. He actually, you know, Hillary's having trouble reaching out to young people. So Bill volunteered to, you know how some candidates go to every county in Iowa? He volunteered to go to every sorority house in Iowa. He was conducting interviews for a special internship that, you know, he was describing there, that I'll let you guys figure out what it's all about.
And Bernie Sanders visited every restaurant that had a senior citizen special. So yeah, I got that going for him. Well, it looks like Cruz and Trump and Rubio are pretty much in a 3-way tie. So New Hampshire should be a lot more fun. You know, not that New Hampshire isn't always fun, but we've got some great stories for you. The first one out of Detroit. This is great. A guy was driving along, and he was distractedly driving. He was using his cell phone. So he's driving, and he's using his cell phone, and he's using his phone to watch porn movies while he's driving. And then with his other hand, he's boxing the clown. You know, he's toying with the clown. And unfortunately, while he was doing all this, he lost control of the car, rolled over, and died. And when they pulled him out of the car, of course, he had no pants on. So what else can we say about this?
Well, actually, Dale, if you read the accident report, he wasn't pulled out of the car. He was actually ejected through the sunroof, which was kind of his original intention.
I was going to say I read that word wrong.
I don't know. Is it really that fun to watch porn on that little tiny screen? I mean, do you really, you know, I don't know.
Well, it probably made him look bigger.
He had an iPhone 6 Plus.
So, okay, there you go. That explains it.
And here's a good example. Our next is a good example of civic planning. San Francisco, in their parks, they've just redone the Dolores Park, spent all kinds of money, and have installed an open-air urinal. And I saw a picture of it. Looks like a big wash tub that bums can come up and pee in. How is that an improvement?
It's actually nothing new. Louisiana has an open-air urinal. They call it New Orleans.
Oh, where's the bell? Yes.
Oh, go ahead. I'm working on it. Go ahead.
You know, and I've always said if LSD can be transferred through the urine, there is a cavern full of huge acid stalactites under San Francisco.
Well, the one guy in the story. The one guy in the story said he was going to pee anywhere, so he was happy to pee in the big wash tub. You know, this is where San Francisco has gone. sadly.
So, you know, that I can see Wrigleyville following suit, you know, with just right by the Harry Carey statue, you know.
Holy cow!
Now we all have our drawbacks, we all have our handicaps per se, but this poor guy in India, Devendra Sutar from India, he has got, count them, 28 fingers and toes. 7 fingers on each hand, 7 toes on each foot, and he's a carpenter. And his biggest worry is that he's going to be using a saw and clip off one of his fingers, which, you know, he's got too many anyhow, but that's his biggest worry.
I don't know.
I'm surprised the Carpenters Union hasn't tried to get him as a member. Talk about a great, member. He can give the finger to the boss and still have 27 left.
I don't know. This makes me wonder about the vocational counseling is this in India, was it? I mean, why do you recommend this guy go into this field? You know, it seems odd that you would recommend he become a carpenter. Why not, why not just become like
a banjo player? He would kick ass on the banjo. I'm telling you, he could probably play 2 at once.
Actually, now that you mentioned it, Terry, he's got 8 more fingers than the average human, but he's probably got about 18 more fingers than your average shop teacher.
And he said the kids love it when he does tricks for them, So this is the church, and this is the church, and this is the steeple. Open it up. Holy crap, it's crowded in here. Must be a holy day.
Oh, 2 steeples. 2 steeples and still looks like Bangladesh.
Holy cow, I didn't mean that. All right, we've all taken a lot of airline flights, and you see weird things on airlines. I had the lopper on my flight a couple of weeks ago, but this is a Delta Airlines flight from L.A. to Minneapolis, and 2 of the flight attendants got into an argument on board that turned into fisticuffs, and they're like smacking each other. And they had to land in Salt Lake City to let these 2 mooks out of there.
Yeah, you see now I think this story is misreported. I think these flight attendants actually staged this because I think they're sick and tired of this whole thing. One of them reads the little card, the other one's like, here are the exits, here, here, here. And you got to be thinking like, oh yeah, as I'm coughing in this smoke-filled cabin, as the plane is going down, I'm sure going to be able to figure out how to get out of here with this, here and over here and back here. So I think they just got sick of doing that, and they wanted to just spice it up.
I think they should have dropped the masks. Okay, in the event of a stewardess fight, the mask will drop. Everyone, breathe deep. Take a couple of long, deep breaths.
And the masks that drop are Mexican wrestling masks, I like to mess with them, not mess with them, but to help to make their day when they're showing everybody how to use a seatbelt. I always ask questions. Excuse me, does the tab go into the buckle, or does the buckle just wrap around the tab? And I'm really a little bit confused.
Try to tie it, Yeah.
Tie it. Yeah. When I hit an extender, I can't make a knot with this. Okay, our final story this week, and I really don't know where to go with it. It's not much of a story, but a woman was found dead in a motel room in Florida, of all places, and along with her were 2 monkeys. So you got a dead woman, 2 monkeys, and there was another guy in the room described as an incoherent man. He was taken for treatment to get questioning, but what's the possible scenario? It could have led to a dead woman, an incoherent man, and 2 monkeys.
And APB is still out for the organ grinder.
Some kind of weird monkey sex cult or something. I mean, that's all I can think of. Well, you've heard of spanking the monkey, so...
Well, that was our first story, yeah. And ironically, Monday starts Chinese New Year, which is the year of the monkey. So I don't. Maybe this woman was Chinese and was just getting ready for the New Year, and the excitement was too much.
I'm gonna spank in the New Year.
But I'm amused by the incoherent man. You know, he's just sitting there going, monkey. No idea what's going on.
You wake up in a room with 2 monkeys and a dead woman. Anybody's going to be incoherent.
Those monkeys might have had roofies or something. Let's not discount that. Like I'm saying, we don't know.
That's the country song right there. My monkey's got a roofie, and I'm wondering what to do. Well, hey kids, that's the news as we see it for this week. What's everybody got coming up this week, other than, of course, celebrating today, Groundhog Day?
Well,
one at a time, please.
The big game is next weekend. The big game.
Oh, the one that we can't mention, that the enormous bowl, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw this. They actually, I guess I forgot to include this at the field there in San Francisco. They accidentally planted Broncos in both end zones. I guess they're thinking that the players are going to be so high that they're not going to know which way to run.
And you know who painted those logos? Monkeys. So
always find the monkey. Cherchez le monkey. That's
Shock the monkey. All right, kids, that's it for another. Whoops, I'm sorry, earthquake. That's it for another week. Say goodbye, everyone.
Bye. Good night,
goodbye,
Gracie.
Pablo.
Bye, Pablo.
Groundhog Day, Pablo. Happy Groundhog Day. Hope you find yours delicious. Now.